Shout out Jay Nick.
Yeah. Is that confirmed, what I asked you guys?
We're checking.
Okay. Alright. I won't spoil it for them. Coach, go ahead and open with a statement, and then we'll move on to questions. I might have an interjection after.
Okay, so unbelievable Big East game, okay? Playing against a very hot team. I think Dixon in the first half, I don't know if he scored, and then the second half he came out and did what he does. It was a game, a couple of runs. I thought we came out at halftime with a little bit of energy, excitement, and emotion. I thought we showed some team resilience. We got down with under 4 minutes to play and didn't panic. And I thought today was one of Jaden Epps' grow-up games with respect to how long he's been here on the Hilltop. I thought he took the game over in the last war, we call it, the last 4 minutes, and made all the right decisions, making the free throws, all right? You know, he had the hockey assist today, right? A little slot pass to Fielder, who then delivered it to Burks that tied the game. I thought that was one of the bigger plays of the game. But again, I mean, it's a Big East game. A lot of these come down to the last 2 or 3 possessions of the game, and I thought we made some really good defensive plays being down. I thought Micah really carried us coming out of halftime, right? We had, some open shots that didn't go in. I don't know how many threes we made today, but it was probably 12 or 13, 14. I think that may be a season high for us. And again, not having the inside presence that we're accustomed to having, we've had to change our style of play a little bit to go more with a spread, drive, and kick, and play off our quickness, our length, and our speed, not so much our girth and physicality. And I thought over the 40-minute game that played big dividends. But kudos to our defense in that last war. Our defense was really, really good in the last 4 minutes.
And this kind of echoed the first game up there where you guys scored the last 8 points, or 9 points or so. Did the fact that you guys had erased a deficit like that against them previously maybe provide some assurance down the stretch of this one?
I appreciate the question because it was something that the players talked about, and Kenny Johnson, I mentioned something, LaDante Hinton talked about that. We've been here before. When the players hear that, it gives them some sense of confidence. Not that you're going to execute what's happened before, but the team mindset was in that mode of, okay, we don't have to panic. And when it was 2 minutes and 4 seconds, I think it was a 2-point game, I was saying there's a lot of basketball game left. There was a lot of game left. So it's a kudos to the team resilience. I mean, we made plays and we had to make plays.
Jayden, what were you kind of seeing on that last play? It seemed like you were willing to take the clock down to maybe about 8 seconds or so. What was kind of your plan going into that? And what did you see as from the defense?
Coach told us that he wasn't going to call timeout if we needed a bucket, so he drew up something for me to get downhill, and my plan was just to get downhill, see if anybody helps, kick it, just try to get the best shot possible, get downhill, play off 2 feet, and finish strong if I have to.
And for both of you guys, to kind of build off my question about the last time and all that, did you guys feel assurance just knowing that you'd been there and you could possibly do that same thing again?
I just feel like all year we've shown that we just don't quit. Even in games we've lost, we've gone down and we just kept fighting to the end. So I think it just showed today that we don't quit and we had confidence in ourselves to win this game.
I feel like you said, with this team, any situation where we can crawl out of. We've been through a lot of adversity on and off the court. Injuries. It's been an up and down year. So I feel like this team is resilient and we can get through anything.
Coach, what were some of the keys in that first half that had Dixon? Dixon was 0 for 8 in the first half, didn't score any points. What were the things that you were doing well defensively that took him away?
I don't know if it was what we were doing well. We were kind of playing a chess match to see what they would do. You know what I'm saying? So it was, cat and mouse a little bit, right? I don't think he was as aggressive as he came out in the second half, really demanding the ball and wanting the ball in some of his spots. And he made some tough shots. I mean, they probably had 10 or 11 threes as well. I mean, I'm Stevie Wonder here. I can't see. They made some tough shots. Like you said, you didn't think he was going to shoot that. You know what I'm saying? You said you didn't think he was going to shoot that. And then they got really aggressive against it. So then we started to go man zone. Then they wanted to play man, and then they got up 6. Then we wanted to trap. So again, that was a big chess match game. A great Big East game. Great Big East game. And again, we're coming off of losing 3 in a row. Right, so we played with some urgency, some anger, and we played with some maturity. I really thought we were mature today. We did not panic when we got down by 9. So the maturity of the group, I thought we made a big jump today.
On Brickas's game time layup, did you not want any help to come off any of their 3-point shooters when he started
The
getting
player
downhill?
said that. You know, I didn't realize that he would break us down that easy, right? I didn't. But again, we didn't want to follow him, but we knew we were going to get the last shot, right? We knew that. And again, we weren't going to go zone. We were going to go man on man. I trust Mike Gardner, anybody in the country last possession of the game. I trust him with everything we own, right? And again, Brickers a great player, made the layup, but we had the last shot, you know, to try to score, right? And then they got the last shot to try to win. He took a contested three, and you know, fortunate for us, it didn't go in.
And for you, Jaden, were you surprised when you started getting downhill that they didn't bring anyone to help and allow you to get to the front of the rim?
Erase that help.
Yeah, because we kind of drew it up to where they couldn't help, and if they did, then we would probably have another opportunity. So I wouldn't say I was surprised. I would say that's how Coach drew it up, and he strategically did that.
Micah, talk about, I know you guys played really good man defensive close, but your 2-3 gave you some traction, I thought. Talk about that throughout the game.
That's just a defense that we work on a lot in practice.
By the way, Micah don't like playing zone. I just want to
Oh,
say.
he doesn't?
No, not at all. He does a really bad job at it.
Okay.
He doesn't want to. I want to put that on the record. Like, he gets mad at me when we play zone, starts sucking his teeth.
Can you say the question again?
Talk about the efficacy of your 2-3 zone throughout the game.
I mean, yeah, like I said, we work on it a lot in practice. I think it helped us take away some of Dixon's shots because we made it tough for him to catch it at the high post. So yeah, we just trusted it, and I think it helped us a lot today.
Epps, you guys, you got up, you pressured to close the game, man, even with some diamond pressure. How important was that?
It was good. Coach told us that today we were going to be pressured. So we had to be ready. We had to, if you needed a break, you come out right quick, go back in. But he told us it was going to be heavy pressure today, and I think it helped us down the stretch a lot.
Coach, no matter what happens this season, will you be proud with the resilience of these guys?
I'm very proud of the group. A lot of the times, teams kind of fold, right? With the adversity that we've been through, even today, Caleb going down again in the second half. The last game, Fielder, not feeling well in his back. Before then, Caleb out 3-4 games, Thomas out. I think Epps has been out 13 or 14 games in and out, missed 5-6 in a row, then can't come back, tweaks this here. So it's been an emotional year. So as a leader, you got to respect the men that are still fighting for themselves, for us as a program, for the university, for the students. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very proud because you can easily in this era of transfers, right, not come together and play for a purpose.
Jaden, how fulfilling is a moment like this for you, for coming back and then obviously having the spate of injuries that you've had over the course of the last few months?
It feels good when you just got people around you who trust in you. Like Coach said, it's been an up and down year, obviously for the team, but for me as well, my injuries and stuff like that. And you still got a coach who trusts you down the stretch like that. You got people around you, you got teammates, and you just got people who just love you and trust in you. That feels good to have that. People will have your back. So it feels good, man. It just feels good to have this win with my team and just have this moment.
And the maturity you were talking about earlier really ties in, I think, with him a lot. I mean, how neat is it for you to see somebody get that kind of end game payoff?
I think a lot of that comes to relationship. I think as hard as we coach the guys that the public sees, they don't see the love and tenderness behind the curtain, right? That like the real open, honest conversations and calling people at night and checking in on them, their parents. That comes down to trust, right? In this world that we're in, like if you have trust, people are going to believe, right? And you have, and I say, where you want the ball. I knew at the end of the game, I was giving him the ball. I knew that, right? Been there before, done that, completed it. And again, once he sees the ball going in, you see the matchup a little bit. That to me is more about the relationship more so than just X's and O's. I mean, there's a lot of trust that we both have.
And wanted to ask about Fielder being hurt and then playing 40 minutes tonight. I mean, just what do you make of what he was able to do?
Again, he's still battling with, a little bit of his, upper body. It's not like we have a lot of size, right? Like when you look at, our bench, it looks like, all 7-footers just shaking hands and laughing. No, it's we weren't going to take him out. We weren't. We told him that he's going to probably play the full game. We told Mikey, Mike, how many minutes you played today? 40, right? I don't know how many you played today. He got in foul trouble early. But again, when you're condensed with some of the personnel, but who doesn't want to play 40 minutes? Who wouldn't want to play 40 minutes? I mean, that's what you sign up for. That's like a dream come true for players. Like if I can recruit a kid and say you're going to play 40 minutes a game, we're probably going to get that recruit, right? How many minutes am I going to play, Coach? 40? Sign me up. That was a great win for Georgetown. I'm so proud of our men. Really, really proud of our men. I appreciate you guys. And this is our last home game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Saxon, baby.
Just one more note. First time since the conference realignment that Georgetown has swept Villanova in the regular season.
Is that right?
1993.
Wow.
And yes, with multiple games and multiple regular season games.
Jaden Epps and Micah Peavy did that.
Thank you.